Right, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, and honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And I just want to respond to this video right here entitled Modesty Rules Female IDF Soldiers Reportedly Handed Uniform Restrictions. And this is yet another example condemning that prophetic counterfeit known as the Israeli state, man, because they would have the world believe that the Israeli state is the Israelites returning to the land of Israel and being established, when in actual fact, it is the Edomites stealing parts of the land of Israel and establishing themselves. All right, the time and the day will come when the real true Israelites will be brought back into that land in the completion of the land according to the fullness of the inheritance promised to our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And we're going to be brought back into that land by the Messiah, by the Son of the living power, and established in righteousness forever. And that day is coming. All right. But you look at this. Let's play what's going on here. Well, I ain't even going to play it because I can't be asked. I'm going to read it. It says the Israel Defense Forces Modesty Rules. Now, first and foremost, when you go into ancient Israel, the scriptures tell you how we ordered our military. And the first point of our military is our military was made of men of fighting age. All right. So the Israel Defense Force Modesty Rules, which ban female soldiers from wearing white shirts, removing their bras, and smoking their men to prevent womanly temptation for religious soldiers, are infuriating their targets. Now, first and foremost, there shouldn't be no women. This situation shouldn't even be happening, period, because there should be no women. There are no women in the armies of Israel. The armies of Israel are the sons of Israel, and I could prove that in the scriptures. The numbering of the armies is of men, right? Which shows you this pervert creation known as the Israeli state is exactly that. It's perverse. All right, now let's get the scriptures up, man. This is the book of Numbers 1 and 2. It says, "Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel." Now, it's got children there. But when you go into the Hebrew, the actual word is ban, which means sons. All right, son, male child. All right, it ain't no children. It's either son or sons. All right. "Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families, by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male by their poles. All right, from 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel, thou and Aaron shall number them by their armies." Right? So the armies of Israel were the sons of Israel, and we were ordered according to our tribes. "And with you there shall be a man of every tribe, every one head of the house of his fathers." All right, that's that patriarchal order. All right, and then it goes on to mention some of these men that are the heads. All right, now just to pick a particular tribe, in terms of the army of Reuben, it says those that were numbered of them, yeah, meaning Reuben, right? Even of the tribe of Reuben were 46,500. Now, these were the men of war. This doesn't include the women or the elderly men who couldn't fight, or the lame or the disabled men that were incapable of fighting. This didn't include those men, and it didn't include women, period. These were men, fighting men. All right? So this is a farce. There shouldn't be no women. And that's why in terms of the church, The front line, the army of the church, are men. Now, are women part of the church? Of course. Are women part of the nation of Israel? Of course. But their role is not to fight the fight. Their role is not to be a soldier. That's why Yahweh Shai, he has a special position for the men. All right? 2 Timothy 2:4 says, no man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. The men are soldiers, man, not the women. The women bear children and they help and they're a succor to the men. That's their position. That's their place. The men are the soldiers, man. The defenders. The authorities. All right? And that goes back to Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. It tells you about that great army that would stand upon its feet. That's talking about the men that are of the elect. Now, are there women of the elect? Yes, because the word elect just means to be chosen for salvation. But the men have a different role and position to the women. All right? The men make up the army. This is Ezekiel 37:10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up on their feet, an exceeding great army. And that great army is men, not women, not one woman, not half a woman. Men. All right? That's the way of righteousness, man. There should not be one woman in the army, man. That's an abomination. That's weakness. Women are not soldiers, man. Not in Israel. Maybe in Edom. All right? You know Esau. So this is just yet another example. This Israeli state, man, it's in a state. It's finished. It's done. It's through. All right? It ain't got nothing to do with the scriptures. It ain't got nothing to do with the children of Israel, the sons of Israel. All right? The Edomites, they perpetrated a lie, and they're being found out in these last days, man. All right? Because they're going to be blotted out. Point blank, period. Their vanity is going to come to an end, as vanity does. That's the very definition. All right? So if that, I'm going to say shalom.